Hello, and welcome to the Underhive.
Thank you for rejoining me here for a new series of Warsword Conquest. I did a little bit on stream there, just a little test of what we were going to get into, and I've decided to make a little series out of it. We'll see where we go. So we're going to be starting a new game, and we are going to be playing as Chaos. Our father was a Chaos warrior. We spent our early life as a raider, and in our young adult life changes, it always does, we became a reaver. And we are out for lust for money and power. We will save without quitting. So we're going to bump these all up to 9 for the breakpoint there. And I think we'll go an extra 1 in intelligence, because magic is going to be quite important to us there, as well as some power strike for the time being. And we will increase firearms. We shall name our fellow here Azek the Infinite. Oh, if I can type. There we go. We are away. We can't even really see the hairstyle on the chap, so that'll have to do. And we will start in Mount Vania. Now, unlike Mount and Blade Warband, if you've got any knowledge of it, the starting parties here will not. In fact, there's one right next to us. So starting right next to us, 10 Marauders is actually not that bad. They would still murk us very, very quickly, but they are not that bad as far as a looter party would be concerned. There are Chaos Trolls and all sorts in these parts, so we shall just wait here some time. Now, we are aiming to be a Tzeechian sorcerer, so we will commit to that straight away. We will choose the Law of Tzeench. And we'll take a look at what we can get here. So, a staff's going to be 5 grand straight off the bat. And that'll give us +4 mana every single phase. So that'll be, and +1 to the casting roll. There's no casting penalty for holding the staff. And we want to get ourselves Tzeench Firestorm. So that's going to be another 4.5 grand. And Bolt of Change. So Bolt of Change is going to be probably the first we get there. And then we can get some Tzeench robes. I don't know whether they... Oh yeah, they do fit our character. Okay, that's fine. So that is what we're going to be heading towards. Don't suppose they matter too much if you're covered. But we'll probably be wearing the sorcerer boots too. Okay, we understand that is restricted because it's messing with our body. So that is for humans. And this here would be for us. So having only 500, we don't have much in the way of hope of getting that just yet. So we're going to need to make some money. And in order to do that, we are going to enter the service of the Lord of Mount Vania, Archaon the Ever-Chosen himself. So we need to hang around. It looks like he's in there. Don't think we're going to be able to get into the castle, so we're just going to hang around a little. Okay, so the lords have now broken loose. And it looks like they may be on their way somewhere. So it doesn't have to be Archaon. So we've got Melek the Changer there. He sounds quite up our street. He's got a lot of Tzeechian troops. I am Azek the Infinite, at your service. I would like to enlist in your army, Lord.
I've got room in my ranks for a man of your disposition, Azek the Infinite. I can take you on as a marauder tribesman, with a weekly pay of 40 gold. And food, of course. Plenty of room for promotion. You'll have your take of what we can scavenge on the battlefield, too. What do you say?
That seems a fair lot, my lord. I shall work for you. So we have now enlisted. We are at the behest of our lord. We are not in control of his army. Quite the opposite. And now we must wait to accrue wealth. And just to clarify, for anybody interested in the stats, we are playing on the hardest difficulty here. The only other thing that could make it more difficult is lance control, but that isn't going to make any difference. We aren't using lances anyway. Also, something very important to change to begin with is to go into the camp menu, PBOD settings, and to enable Formations AI. Prevents the AI issues that you have with Warband generally. We shall return to duty. Now, the biggest fear we have is that we are taken prisoner away from our lord, and we fail to return to duty within the time period allotted. If that was to happen, we would become an enemy of chaos, and we do not want that at this early stage. Our commander has seen fit to take on the enemy. 579 of us against just 10 zealots, so I don't like my odds of getting in there and getting the kill. There's a lot of cavalry in and around. What is this chap? Okay, so he's a special character there. Probably a lord, in fact. Looks to be some sort of demon fellow. Oh, we've got a Slaaneshi sorcerer in the ranks here too. Chaos sorcerer of Tzeench. That's where we want to be in the future. I'd love to get in there and get one of these kills we need straight up. And I think we're going to have the opportunity if we can get over this hill. We did not quite get the chance. Glory taken from us. Got a mighty looking axe there. Well, we've gathered 5 items. That's better than nothing. We shall return to duty. Our commander has once again seen fit to take on the enemy. Our 127 against their 62 Chaos Dwarves. So this is a little bit fairer of a fight. Still got a battle advantage of 2 though, so we are very much ahead. Our lord there, Melek. I'd like a set of that armor, Melek. We shall stick with our lord for the time being, whilst his shadow is undecided. In fact, everybody's shadow is undecided as to whether they wish to remain. Now, the Chaos Dwarves, I can only imagine, have a lot of ranged firepower here. Warrior of Tzeench, Changer of Ways. We are well supported here by the Tzeentchian troops. This is very much our army of choice. But we, of course, are yet to prove ourselves in that regard. Somebody hitting the... Oh! Looks like he got taken off with a fireball there or something. Oh! The blunderbuss is alive. Let's get in here and try and chop that fool down. Oh, we've taken a hit there. Oh! Nearly been run down by the cavalry. Oh. Not sure what killed us there. I think we got shot. Our infantry line is moving up though. Oh, those blunderbusses though. Really could do with breaking into that back line. Saying that though, the rest of our army is very heavily armoured and probably won't be too upset with a few of those shots. Well, we shall leave them to it while we recover. And our lord, of course, managed to win that fight. In recognition of our excellent service, we've been promoted. We'll be promoted to Marauder. But unlike in the previous versions, they do not give us any free items. Let's just show that. So yeah, still got the same gear. We have not been upgraded in any way. So we need to make that amount ourselves. So it appears our Lord made a mistake in fighting the Chaos Dwarves previously. A large army of Chaos Dwarves has just surrounded us. 97 of us versus 1,237 of them. Cannot imagine this is going to go well for us. But we shall fight on in the name of Tzeench. This is all of us. Well, I need to stand behind these shielded fellows because... Oh, he's got a very nice sword. Because I'll be dead very quickly. Yep. That is what happens. Well, they've got bulls. They've got bulls and all sorts. The goblins, I feel like I could have maybe taken out a goblin, but I wasn't focused. But the rest of them are far too heavily armoured. We don't have the skills, really, to fight those things yet. And that's the point. With this mod, it's a very hard start, but there are a lot of things you can rack up when you have the money to do so. And once you have all those things in place, you're suddenly a lot more capable. So we will get there. But sadly, this is the first loss on what will be a very long road. Our Lord did manage to escape that fight going on just over there, so fortunately we were spared the fate of being forced to locate them and then potentially being just in a prison somewhere and us never being able to get back to them. So that was a fortunate outcome for what was a terrible situation. Hopefully now our Lord will replenish their units and hopefully get into some fights we can win. The rest of the Chaos forces appear to have ridden south to harass the Kislev. But our Lord has seen fit to remain at Gotland for the time being, most likely to recoup his strength. It is not my place as a man of the line currently to question that leadership. That could only end poorly. Our Lord has hired some more troops and hopefully will continue to do so, and can get us back in the line of duty fairly soon. Whilst our Lord is licking his wounds atop Mount Vanir, I decided to take another look in the Sorcerer's Guild, and I can see that the armour that he wears is, the armour I assume he wears, is available to us for 3.5 grand, and I think that will be our first purchase. I think that'll be quite important for us to acquire that first, and then we shall try and get our hands on some sorcery. We have once again been recognised for our services, and shall become a Marauder veteran. After a very significant period of time on patrol, and quite a long chase, our commander has managed to hunt down a party similar in size, but I believe we were joined at the last moment. That is true. So we are taking on the Empire of Sigmar patrol with our 58 against their 29. And they're unlikely to have anything very elite, like we have demons here. We are very much the weakest link. We've got a kill there. And our second kill, yes! I like buses. All comes at once. He's a cultist. Let's hunt down these archers and hopefully get another one to our name today. They're fleeing. Come back here, whelp. Yes! I think we got the kill. No, we didn't. It was stolen, but we did earn that. You saw, and so did Tzeench. Well done, gentlemen. And we'll gather 12 items, very good, and we'll return to duty. We did also get a level up there, I thought we might have, given the sound effect, and we'll go intelligence again, because we need to get more magic power, more magic control, and more in firearms. And we shall return, hopefully more fights like this. But again, we've still not got that gear that we so covet. Let's just check our commander's report. So we are due our next promotion. So at the end of the week, he will do that on the 5th. We're currently on the 1st, though, so... And again, I mean, we picked up some Empire, Tat. Not interested in those, but again, we're still in the same base gear. A very short time after the previous battle, our commander sees fit to field us again against 18 Chaos Zealots. Now, these are a much weaker enemy, so I like my chances if we can get up there, but I don't like my chances of getting there in time to actually get a kill here. We have very little chance of getting there in time. But we did them. The 6 items, though, and we'll return to duty. Our Lord has taken us back to Mount Vanir for the time being, so we shall go to the marketplace and see what we can accrue in terms of wealth. I can't imagine very much. These aren't worth a great deal each. Okay, so that's taken us to just over 2 grand. That's something. So we could now buy that spell, but I don't think we've necessarily got the mana to cast it, have we? Bolt of Change. I think we'll pick it up now. We'll pick it up now just so we can do something. But let's just check out our inventory. So it's a casting cost of 8. Magic access level of 3. So I believe we have got level 3 already. 60-second cooldown. So we are at 3 for power and control. So we can cast this spell, but only if the winds of magic are with us. So again, we will need 8 winds of magic to be able to cast it. Our Lord appears to have hunted down a caravan. It is an Empire of Sigmar caravan, and Abrax the Bloody has joined us. Sounds like a cornate army. I mean, we'll try it on 6, but I don't think this is going to work. No, it did. It did work. It just didn't hit anything. It's interesting. But with a 1-minute cooldown, this is not the sort of attack that you want to be missing with. I can only imagine it's quite strong if it's in that position, but until we land a blow with it, we're not going to know. Our efforts have once again been recognised, and we shall be promoted to a Marauder Champion. We don't look like one, but technically we are one. We just look like a Chaos Pleb, though, right now. Following our last victory, our commander took us to Tanqueray Castle and holed up there for several weeks, where we were promoted, and we started to rack up some more cash. Sadly, the Chaos Dwarves have taken the initiative and decided to siege the town, and our Chaos allies have not come to defend us, although they have been in and around the town, or the castle. So we are now defending the siege here, I believe. Occasionally, you'll need to do this. So return to duty. Okay, so it appears they've kind of pulled away from the siege a little there. Not sure what our situation is here, really. It's unclear whether they'll go ahead and actually lead that siege, but I do think they have the numbers to do so quite easily. I think we've just been joined by another party there. Yeah, only a party of 28 there, so they're not bolstering our numbers much. And the issue is that as Chaos, we don't really have much in the way of range, unless we hire ogres or Chaos Dwarves. So they're going to be able to whittle us down. They have kept us penned in here for quite a while. However, they don't appear to be attacking us. And whilst it isn't really ideal, we are gaining money and experience while we're in here. So there is an upside, at the very least. But our Lord is unable to recruit troops. Okay, so they appear to have sieged us now. But occasionally no, never mind. So again, yeah, they keep sort of backing away from it at the last moment. And I don't know why, because they've clearly got the numbers to crush us. I know we may have a few sorcerers in the ranks that could do some work. But with the Law of Tzeench, it appears that there's high damage potential, but that they take quite a long time to recharge. So we're not going to be, constantly firing at them. We're only going to be able to take down the front rank or so, and then be forced to take them on hand to hand. But they do appear to have cleared off now. I'm not sure what our Lord's going to do, but we shall give him some more time. There is unrest rising amongst the men. Our Lord has been holed up here in this castle for months now. But during this time, we have spent it well. We have trained with the other warriors. We have improved in our combat skills and also in our footwork. So we've gained a point there in Iron Flesh, a point in Power Strike, and a point in Athletics. We also have a level up from the experience that our master has provided us while we have been in and around the army there. So we are going to increase intelligence again and go for more magic power and more control. And also some more in firearms. Once again, our commander has recognised our long service and promoted us to Chaos Warrior. Seeing as we've only very recently been promoted, I think it makes sense to request some personal leave. Because our commander here has been in Tancred Castle for a rather long time. But we do need to make it all the way to Mount Vanir. And it appears that it is being sieged currently. So we shall speed ourselves along a little. I mean, there's a good amount of them in there, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do it. So we're going to head over to Stormstad, which I assume is another town. We nearly got hit by those deserters. They are only Marauder Berserkers, but we can't fight them on our own. Now, there is an issue. 2 trolls and some fugitives. I don't know if they can catch us. They can. I will pay you 457 to leave me alone, sir, because we cannot fight them. 2 trolls is... Oh. Can we fight 6 zealots? I think we will. I think we'll fight 6 zealots. And we'll hope for the best. I think we've only really got 1 shot here. 1 chance, 1 opportunity to bolts of change them. So we're gonna try and make it count here. We'll go with the 4. Oh yeah, lightning bolted him. 300 damage. That is awesome when it works. But we don't have the speed here to make this count. No, they're going to kill us. Yep. Unfortunate. But they've done us in. So we've been taken prisoner. That is what it is. So we've lost £1 grand in total now, which means we now can't afford the armour we wanted anyway, I don't believe. We have managed to escape very shortly after. And that's just a Realm of Chaos patrol. I mean, we are near Askraved, so we're gonna go again and try and get in there. We have managed it. We don't want to be going to the castle, but it's Siegwald the Magnificent's area, this. So let's see what the Sorcerer's Guild can offer us. So that's the one we wanted. It's 3-6. Maybe we can get enough. It's going to be close. We have just got enough, I think. We have. Very good. So that makes a huge difference to us in terms of our armor. In fact, let's just check out what the feet cost us. So they cost us another £1 grand. And then I don't think we want like a real big one like that. Is that blue? No, it isn't. We do want a Tzeenchian one. Doesn't appear. Okay, so like say that one. Another 3. So we're quite a bit away from being able to afford that. We've not quite got enough for them. Yeah, not quite. Never mind. So we've got the armor at least. That is a bonus. And I wonder if our Lord is still just going to be milling around in that area. Or just Chaos Zealots. They would absolutely wreck us. Same again. We're one man on our own. If we had a horse, I'd have been okay with that. But as we are, I definitely think we're meat for the slaughter. Which is not something that any Chaos Lord wants to admit, but you've got to look at the odds in front of you. We owe nobody wages. So let's just ask where our Lord is. I am Azek the Infinite. I wish to ask you something. Where is our Lord Melik the Changer? He's still at Tancred Castle. So we shall head back there and enter his service once again. And then we will see what we need to do. I feel maybe we will want to leave his service. Despite him being aligned with what we actually want to achieve in terms of Tzeench. I'm not a big fan of him just sitting there. So let's zoom back. Oh. Well, I'll give you 45 to leave me alone. That's a great deal for me. 40 of them. There was no way we were beating 40, was there? We shall go to the Lord's Hall. So this is our commander's own castle by the looks. Here he is, Melik the Changer. That's solid hair you've got, boss. Just kicking him in the nads a little. I will return to your command. I respect my leave, Commander. So we'll return to duty for a short time. But that feels like enough for the one episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in the Underhive.